Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NACL OQ featuring UC Irvine versus CU Black. I'm Ultravox, and I'm here with Orbital. We're super excited to be bringing you the action. We have the replay, so let's just go ahead and hop right on into the game. Hey, we're live. Yeah, sorry for the technical delays. We're trying to get this figured out. It's pretty much just us two running the production as well, so we're doing our best as a caster production, but hey, we'll get it done. So yeah, here we are taking a look at this pretty standard 5-point defense. Nobody's really making any big moves so far. Just get a pretty basic ward, scout out some vision, right? Orbital, when you're looking at these teams, what are you thinking, man?
Like you said, I'm really looking at that Smolder mid, right? That Smolder mid is making me very, very excited. It's one that, to me, is... It can have really good and really bad implications, right? Like, if it's really good, it's great. It flies off, but it also needs a little bit of help. It's very squishy, and it's very susceptible to ganks. And mid, you can farm up. It's nice. However, if you get out of position once, you are going to die. So, very, very curious how this is going to play out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have, some pretty decent laning, but we have the Doran's Blade start. Not sure if they changed it from the Doran's Ring start with the WMAX that was really popular. It looks like this is just gonna be a lot more standard from that AD build. So yeah, you got to worry about getting poked out by this Grasp Azir. So pretty unorthodox there as well. I think that now applies on the Soldier autos. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, there it is, because they updated the on-hit effects from the Azir Soldiers pretty recently.
I think that'll be nice. I mean, looking at Q, I mean, you're happy to farm up, right? You're really, really happy. I'm curious about this bot lane, right? The Ezreal Karma is well known as an not aggressive, but overbearing lane, I should really say. And because of this current jungle invade coming out from Hawker, this is going to be a little bit of a difficulty for Gorica and LP to actually get some help. So I'm really curious how this is going to play out, if it helps out at all, or if they're just going to leave them to their own devices and, pray Gorica and LP can actually just survive.
Yeah, this is super interesting here. Just the Raptor starts straight into the invade. If Mike Young doesn't sniff this out, he's definitely going to be in a lot of trouble here. Moving down towards the bot side with no camps is never fun as a jungler, right? Really be put super far behind because of this. So is he going to just walk over there and realize that there's no camps left? I think he will, and I think he might just be completely out of luck now.
That's a rough answer there. Really, really well played by Hawker, getting up. Not only that, it's completely blind, like you said, which now means Hawker, if you so wish, you can just power farm. Right, go ahead, farm it up, be fine that way, and then you're safe pretty much the entirety. The rest of your lanes are also power pushing, at least on the bot side, so you're pretty safe there. Mid lane, the Azir is doing great. And top side, yeah, it's going to be a little bit wonky. Reve's going to try and do their best, but it's, it's Cassante. What more can you do?
Yeah, Cassante, he's gonna do it eventually, right? He'll eventually start scaling up and one-shotting people. And I see that Mike Young's heading towards the bot side here. He's got no camps, so might want to try to make some kind of gank happen. They can maybe do it with a flash from LP. See if they decide to do anything there. More trading at the top side. And yeah, just this priority all across the map, mid lane, bot lane, this has got to be brutal to deal with.
It's it doesn't feel good to be kind of like choked out in this way, right? You're sitting there like, man, I really want to play League of Legends. Nope, your enemy team says no. So UCI are going to be trying to sit here and just, what can you actually get? And so far, at least you get the basics, right? The Lilia that we saw earlier, Mike Young is going to go ahead and grab one of those scuttles and at least hold vision down there. And the next one is, of course, the Dragon and the Grubs, right? Are you going to get those? And how does Mike Young actually work while waiting for those objectives, right? Are you going to invade, or are you just going to kind of sit around and do nothing else?
Yeah, he's going to be pretty much a level down on Hawker for the rest of the game here, especially at this upcoming Grubs fight, right? So might be able to catch up depending on how many camps they're able to do, but Hawker, of course, still has the whole top side to farm as well. Pretty brutal spot. You can maybe get some kind of objective trade here, but again, it's really, really difficult because of just the pushing power from the Ezreal Karma land, the old classic, right? So yeah, exactly like you put it, rock in a hard place. The adaptations in the early game are going to be critical here. If UCI is able to find anything, that's going to be their way into the game. But otherwise, it's looking like it could just be a slow decline in their game state from here out.
And for them, that's not what you want, right? If you have something like a Smolder, if you have something like a Lily, you want these champions, I feel, to actually get off the ground and at least have an even time, right? Cinnamon in the mid lane, that's great. You're holding steady, you're having a decent time, but you want a little bit more oomph behind it. You want to actually have a presence in the game Because on the other side, the scaling is immaculate, right? We're talking about an Aatrox, we're talking about the likes of an Azir, right? These are all champions that really do want to get to that mid to late, and it's very powerful. Revy as well, getting some good damage on the top side.
Yeah, elated, dropping pretty low here, gets pulled back by the chains. He's unstoppable, sure, and he's pushing back Revy towards the turret. There's a huge wave, but I don't know how much longer he's gonna last here. It's a dash forward, and one more slam down from Revy to claim first blood for CU Boulder.
I was sitting here waiting. I was like, I don't know what's really gonna happen because, I mean, Elated only has Ghost, right? You can't flash out. You can't really try and dodge anything like that. But Revy gets a free kill. No worries on the back end. And this Aatrox that we said, one of the few lanes that we were seeing actually, UC actually have a larger presence at the time, of course, is now ahead of 1 kill.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. Yeah, you got the one lane where you had that push early on. Now a little bit behind. Sure, you got the anti-heal. You're going to be able to hang on. Casante's scaling up. Smolar's scaling up too. But we got the first dragon claimed, and Hawker is just heading straight on up to these grubs, wants to stop Mike Young from taking these. If UCI Elated is able to push this in, maybe he can make it down to the river, but looking bad. Maybe Hawker just walks up right here. I think UCI probably is gonna have a tough time in this 2v2.
And Hawker getting shoved out here is actually, it feels really good for UCI, right? Considering how the early game went, being able to actively shove off your enemy against in that river feels great. For Q, though, you might actually want to have a massive hold over Cinnamon in the mid lane. That's a call from Mom just to try and clear the way, but Q's like, cool, you just burned your ult. I know what you're doing now.
Yeah, Hawker getting aggressive here. I don't think I know that LP is there. Gonna root out Hawker. A lot of damage that comes out as well. Cinnamon Bread also contributing. Mike Young claims the kill, so puts UCI on the board in bot lane. Lork is just kind of getting harassed there, but a great roam from LP to make that happen.
Wow.
Tyler, yeah, he's getting pretty aggressive here. Heal from Gorka gives him some speed. He's going to get ignited.
Oh no! Oh no!
From Tyler, counter flash doesn't do anything. Gorka sent back to the fountain as well.
Quite honestly, CU, they're fine with this, right? Like the early death by Hawker, I'd say it wasn't worth in the initial trade, and then Cinnamon decided to flash, right? And then you're like, oh, okay, Smolder didn't get the kill, we're fine, we're okay. And then in the bot lane, you completely draw away Gorka because LP was rotating to the top side. You have gotten so many summoning spells, you've gotten so much pressure on your side, and I think this top side just, it's a last-ditch effort to try and get.
Elated will pull back and go all out, but he immediately gets killed. And after that, Revy's just doing a ton of damage here. Got that Brutalizer in the pockets. Another kill for the Aatrox, bringing Revy up to 2-0. And yes, you Black, they're looking pretty fearsome right now. Totally agree, they got that trade on the bot side. Baited Gore kind of moved a little bit more forward, and on the top as well. Everything's just going in their favor the early game. And the Grubs too.
It's so much. Like, CU Black are having a ball right now, right? Like, they're like, this is great. I mean, we're chilling in the bracket. We're sitting at a good pace, and this is a great opening game for us. If we can continue that, even better. And for the side of UCI, it's not for want of trying, right? They are actively looking for these engagements. You can take a look at the wards on the bot side. Massive coverage coming out, right? Like, massive coverage just to try and get Hawker. This level 6, this could be the big one here.
There's the hook, and we can move out. Yosia heals up with the Mantra W. They're popping the depth charge on the Ezreal. One Tyler has to heal for the wall. Luckily, we'll keep them safe. Got that Ezreal ability. Gank attempt doesn't turn up for anything, but here's the curtain call. They're going to put some shots into one Tyler. And then right here, Helosia as well. Survive the Jhin ultimate. Gonna pop the True Shot Barrage to try to clear the way as well. And yeah, UCI just not able to find anything with their big ultimates down there.
I like the response between these two ADCs, right? It's just like, you shot your ult, I'll fire back. But that trade on the bot side feels bad. Again, this is now about the third or fourth time that Mike has been actively denied in those kill threats, and now Cinnamon's in dire trouble.
Yeah, Hawker is living in this topside jungle here, just terrorizing Mike Young. Oh, this feels so bad if you're a jungler. You're getting your camp stolen left and right. Your mid laner's getting a ton of pressure put on. Can't make the gank happen in the bot lane, but it's a tough climb upwards. UCI, they've got to rely on their scaling. They've got to fall back on what they can here. But yeah, I think that CU Black's doing a great job at pushing their advantage so far.
And they're a team that's supposed to, right? We talked about it, right? This is a strength comp that wants to win in the mid to late. They've already, I wouldn't say they've won through the mid early game, but I mean, definitely top side has. Revy is having a fantastic time right now.
Yeah, he's having a great time as he tries to put Elated down one more time. Boxster's there, and he's holding the wave off for the dive. Can Elated make it out of this?
Oh,
He's going to
no.
get hit by one more Aatrox Q. He's ghosting. Sure, and we got the Heartbreaker to slam right on top of him. He's going to get locked up, though. Can he land a little bit more damage? Great dodge from Elated to keep him alive just a little bit longer, but he will eventually fall as Hawker catches up and slashes him down one more time.
We are seeing the success rate for the side of CU Black get larger and larger. These ganks feel like freebies, and as a jungler, you love that. Hawker is on a champion that wants to steamroll, wants to get ahead, and for the side of Mike Young, you're trying your hardest, right? Constantly in lanes, trying to get the vision down, trying to help out your lane as much as possible. But every time a punch is thrown, right now, CU Black are just feeling better and better. Dragon is now coming up in about 30 seconds, and I'm not sure how well this Dragon fight is going to go, because it might feel like a desperation sense. Cinnamon Bread is not strong enough to really be a powerhouse fight, much like Q will be, as they already have about 2 components in.
Yeah, and we already have one item finished for both one Tyler and for Hawker as well, so massive spikes for CU Black approaching this next Dragon fight. Looks like UCI is trying to set up something cheeky with their Nautilus. They want to get this early gank onto the mid lane. Be walking straight in, they get the hook on the first Q. He gets docked up by the depth charge as well. He's sliding out of there, gets put to sleep. We're looking at Elated. I think he's going to survive there. First Q stays alive. Hawker going a little bit aggressive. Again, so many resources used in this mid-gank attempt, and it comes up just absolutely for nothing.
Yeah, I also regret to inform you, this is that Grasp of the Undying Azir build that we've been seeing more and more, and I hate saying that. Although you are building into a little bit more damage sided, but it's just like, I don't like seeing that, right? Like, I don't want to see that right now, because it does mean the sustainability out of Azir is massive, right? This dragon goes down, the Hextech gates are now spawning. When 2 dragons into your belt, CU Black can literally just do whatever you really want to. Wherever you decide to play, you are going to be strong. And not just that, your rotations are going to be nasty with it as well. All these global objectives, Mike Young's windows of opportunity are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, the game is just slipping away from UCI by the second. 4K gold lead so far, just about, and it's only 12 minutes, of course, so again, big mountains to climb. The Grubs have spawned, though, and Cinnamon Bread is making their way over. Elated looks like they can make it into the river as well with first Q. He's gonna be slowed down, but he's got the Hex Gates to get out there, too. I don't know. Tough. Revy's just walking straight on in. Luckily, Mike Young claims 1 Grub. I think I can get the other 2, though. Dancing around. Yeah, no opportunity there. At the very least, denied the 6 Grubs. It's a consolation prize at best.
You'll take what you can get at this point, right? It really is. You'll take what you can get any little bit. I hate saying that, right? The fact that you're on consolation prize already is a pain, because this is happening again. Revy's like, there ain't no consolation prize. This is just real prize.
Oh my god, the flash forward and the passive auto attack as well. The Profane Hydra resulting in so much damage coming out of this Aatrox. Mike Young's going to be there to clean up the wave, but yeah, 3-0. Revy looks like a monster this game. Got the solo kill at the beginning, right? Didn't even need help for the second one, and now he's just running away with it.
And that top lane is gone. Revy is ascending into otherworldly proportions right now. The fact that they're still sending attributes something is so many opportunities like this one.
Yeah, oh, flash onto the Gorka, so well executed. Trying to get some more damage onto El. Oh, but it's a double flash that will result in the kill going over to Heliosia. They send Gorka away. LP has no choice but to just watch while his 80 carry is obliterated.
Oh man, that is now 2 of 3 lanes that are in a heavy loss. And not just that, mid lane ain't gonna be farming anytime longer, right? We're already seeing Cinnamon Bread have to be forced out into a rotating factor, and you have to try and cover lanes. Yes, you can farm up to that 225. I don't think you're gonna hit 225, right? That's the scary part right now. You're not being allowed to do the thing that Smolder wants to do, and that effectively locks down the 3rd lane. At this current time, UCI feel like they are just praying to reach 35 minutes if they can. Possible kill on the top side.
Oh, and he manages to claim the shutdown. Well executed. Very nice. And we get a dive on the bottom side as well. That's going to be LP standing still there. Hawker showing up in the top side, though. He will stop doing the Herald to try to attack Elated here. Elated still barely all out. He's running away, but Hawker's just got way too much damage with that Kraken Slayer. First Q showing up in the bot lane, too. You see, I managed to find a few things, a few proactive plays, but you get kind of quashed on the swing back there.
Hey, it's a little bit, right? Big dubs, and this is why everyone hates Cassante, right? The fact that they're actually introducing buffs to this champion as well scares the heck out of me, right? That is an 0-5 Cassante, like, yeah, I'll duel this. Now, one Tyler is also running away, but mid tower already went down, so as an Ezreal, your job is done. More pressure for CU Black.
Yeah, I think that they can claim this Herald real nice and easy. Pretty much no contention from these neutral objectives coming forward. They can pop this in the mid lane with those 5 grubs. That pushing power is immense. Yeah, UCI, they've got to weather this. They've got to keep hanging on. I don't know. This is still looking pretty bad for them.
Yeah, their main opportunity is, honestly, if there's a group up by the side of CU Black, I think your best option is to hopefully say, okay, they group up, we get a 4 to 5 man sweep, and we try and get the kills afterwards. Gorka is nowhere near being able to get kills, but at least if you're able to shred 1 or 2 members, you can start getting extra gold in your back pocket. At this point, it is damage control. We talked about it, right? The ability to just like pray we can get kills, pray we can get some value out of this. You are living on a hope and a prayer, and all those start from step number 1. Get kills.
Get kills, yeah. That's the name of the game, right? And all those shutdowns going over would be pretty nice. Gotta find some way. They have the tools that they need to find. Big picks, I totally agree there. It's just a matter of trying to find isolated members or finding that big sleep. I agree with you. That's going to be their way into the game. Maybe they can try to shadow Elated in this top side, give up the Drake, right? They can punish something, but Revy's already moving downwards. Decent root there. They're going to set up control around the Dragon Seed. Black will, yeah, I think that UCI, will they choose to contest this? If they do, I don't like the results that could be coming up.
Oh man, 2-pronged attack here too. Q and Hawker looking on bot, and then mid lane also getting fought on.
Yeah, he's slowed down by the red buff.
Oh,
Yosia has a nice flank as well. They'll just put poor Cinnamon Bread away one more time. And now that Dragon is just home free for them. Get that one nice and easy, bringing them up to 3rd. Drake, next one, gives the soul, of course, continuing to push their lead. I love the aggression here. I love the vision control on the bot side. CU Black doing everything that they need to bring this game to a close.
We were not expecting this as well, right? Like, UCI Esports have a nasty team to come out here and highly rated, but this is the thing about Swiss brackets. Things can happen that just kind of mess with your brain, right? And
yeah.
I love it. The fact that we're getting competition up here, CU Black really defying some of the odds. If they can continue this momentum, which I highly assume they can, I'm excited for the rest of their run here in this qualifiers number 2.
100%, yeah. I was favoring UCI coming into this. I'm a little bit biased because I was a caster for UCI for a very long time, and I love the team.
Only a little biased. Only a little biased, by the way.
Only a little biased. I'm trying to be as fair as possible, okay? I love the UCI team, and I thought they looked strong, but yeah, this aggressive strategy from Hawker, just so much tempo from the early game, extremely well done. High risk, but it paid off. One Tyler, he's arcane shifting forward. The root doesn't land from Jhin, and LP can't find a hook either. One Tyler able to go so aggressive there. That's like the cardinal sin is Ezreal. He's E4 into the Nautilus,
right.
But you know, it's a testament to how strong CU Black is here.
And I think that also speaks to a much larger factor as well this entire time is everyone on the side of CU Black feel like an independent fighting force, right? And that's the scary part. The entirety of UCI, they want to fight as a fight, but CU Black don't have to. They can literally send a 1-3-1 like they're doing right now and still feel as powerful as at least 2 to 3 to their ones, right? Like, this is insane. Q, going that tank build, Leandre plus those heart, you can duel just about anyone for an extended period of time. You're not going to kill, but you'll stay alive. Bot side, it's Revy on Aatrox. Do we need to say more? In the mid lane, you have your Ezreal. This is a get out of jail free champion. 2 dashes or 2 flashes, OP as heck. This is CU Black saying every single lane has to find a build.
Tons of turret damage there too from the Herald. Nice true shot barrage hits 2, forcing UCI away from this turret here. They're just getting dominated at every defense point here. So tough for them. The Herald putting in some work to claim that top tier 2. They're going to be able to rotate right around in this mid that one Tyler was picking up the wave at. Then get that shoved in. Revy the whole time just putting in some work down here in the bot lane. Very strong, of course, working towards that. Cyrilda's armor penetration will let him side lane versus Elated as well later on. Gorka takes a massive chunk of damage, and they're just pushing straight forward onto him. They can't quite finish the kill. Gorka, whew, that one was so close.
you are so happy that Tank Azir is a thing now, because if that were full AP Azir, you were dead, right? Like
100%.
second item AP, you're dead. But it's Frozen Heart. It still does a lot though, and that's something to be talked about, right? This Azir, this Hawker and Q combination is coming online, and again, we have not seen a single chance, not by their own device, right? It's not like they aren't trying to group up. It's been an unallowed version of UCI literally just playing Farming Simulator, because that's the best that they can get right now. You got 3 kills to your name, you're down about 9k, and with Baron up and Dragon up in about 2 minutes, you don't really get to dictate any sort of this game, except bot lane maybe when you're trying to 3-on-1.
Yeah, this is kind of what you have to do, right? Is just give neutral objectives and try to find an odd man fight. But when you can't find the odd man fight, when Revi's just able to get out of there with Flash, you open up this Baron for CU Black. We have the Cassante and the Jhin up here. Maybe try to stop this, but Baron's already at half HP. The rest of the UCI squad is coming up as fast as they can. Revi's got the teleport. He's going to be teleported straight onto the worm. Third call opens up. Hawker's pretty low, but he secures the Baron.
Oh,
big sleep in from Mike Young. Can UCI turn this one around?
Oh!
Mike Young dropped pretty low. They managed to take him down. Hawker, the next target. He finds a reset though. He finds the Nautilus and Cinnamon Bread trying to do as much as they can. Hawker's just going crazy the entire time though. Elated tried their best to the backside, but Hawker's too big. One more Heartbreaker puts him straight on top of the Cassante. It's a double kill for the CU Black jungler. And the ace claimed up as well. The 2-4-5 plus the Baron. Absolute win for CU Black.
If that were an even gold difference, I think something would have happened, right? For UCI, the engage was great. You had just burned the World Ender out of Revi. You knew they were teleporting in with no flash, like any other game where you were even. That would have felt great. Unfortunately, you're behind. You had a quadruple sleep, not for want of trying. It's just too big of a gold lead, too strong of an opponent right now. And that just seals the deal for me, right? Right now, CU Black are too big to topple unless you walk in 1-by-1 gladiator style and give yourselves up for the bounty and for extra gold.
Yeah, it's a wall of diff through and through.
Yep.
They're just too rich to contend with, and this Baron push is devastating as well. They've got this huge wave built up in the bot lane. They've got this wave coming in to the mid as well. Decent wave clear thanks to Cinnamon Bread, but there's only so much longer you can hold on versus the 5 Grub Baron push. They've got these little Grub things marching forward as well. Dragon Soul claimed completely free while the waves are marching in here. Now Hawker's able to join. It's a 5-man push to the bot side.
I mean, where else are they going to go? They literally get to pick where they want to run. And I mean, this feels like last fight territory, but Cinnamon Bread and LP actually have to run, so they're going to give so much. Last fight is going to be at Nexus Towers.
Yeah. It's this massive wave hitting the inhibitor, goes down nice and easy.
Oh, they're taking the slow way. They're taking the safe way.
They're playing it safe. Kurt Call opened up. All right, one Tyler takes a shot. Hawker's gonna body block for him a little bit. So got the shot sneaked in there. Bomb called as well. Hawker's going forward though.
Oh!
They hop on a Cinnamon Bread and take him down. They steal his corpse, and now he's flying forward. He's gonna get interrupted.
Oh no!
Really easy to get into the land, the Heartbreaker as well. Now it's just chain reset city. Revi's diving the Nexus turrets. They managed to get a kill, but it's just the karma. CU Black is tearing apart UCI as they take home this fight. They will take down the Nexus turrets as well, with the Nexus turrets up to fall as well. Gorica get stabbed in the fountain. Nothing left to be done there. The ace claimed and the game as well. CU Black with a ridiculously dominant performance.
I was not expecting that, but I am wholly impressed. CU Black, they saw the composition from UCI, and UCI, I feel, they did gamble a little bit, right? The composition, the mid smolder basically locks you out. You are a farmer until mid to late. So CU Black said, okay, we just have to win the side lanes. As long as we win the side lanes, basically everything else falls into place. Mike Young choked out, could not do a thing. It felt like CU Black had all the numbers.
They certainly did. They got that early game advantage. They played the tempo game. Super clean game. Honestly, gotta hand it to these guys. They looked amazing. You gotta watch out for CU Black clearly moving forward in the OQ. So keep an eye out, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed watching. I think that's gonna be doing it for us for now, but there's gonna be more coming up later, and there's other streams going on too, right, Orbital?
I believe so. I believe there's a lot of them, actually. There's Running the Rift right now currently live, as well as C, D, E, F, and just a lot of others. So go ahead, check it out. Keep eyes on socials, I think. I think that's where we're normally seeing it. So, yeah, there's a lot of games going on across this weekend, and I'm sure more to follow.
Of course, yeah. We will catch you guys around. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.